In Red Dead Redemption 2, you can do most of the challenges in Chapter 2. This time, we're attempting Sharpshooter 6, which is to kill someone at least 660 feet away with a long scope rifle. For that, I've come down to Hanging Dog Ranch, where there's some friendly O'Driscolls. They've already been kind enough to help me out with Sharpshooter 4. Think quick! As well as Horseman 4.
Look who it... Damn!
So for Sharpshooter 6, we just need to get close enough that they're visible and fire away. That looked good. Let's see how we went. 0. Well, that didn't work at all, so what's the problem? Let's go down to the gunsmith and check out our scope. It did say it needed to be a long scope.
Good. Ain't no trace of rust on that.
That's no good. I've got a medium scope on the Springfield, and there's no option for a long scope.
Bolts, triggers.
It turns out what we want is the rolling block rifle, but that is locked. There's no way to buy it now. We can get it in a later mission, but first we'd have to catch TB and free Micah. We do not want to do that. To get the rolling block, we'll go back to camp and pick up one from Lenny. You can see he has the rolling block rifle right there. That's exactly what we need for Sharpshooter 6, but how do we get it from him? We can't just knock it out of his hands because we can't use weapons in camp. We're going to have to lure him out of camp somehow. To do that, we're going to use the companion glitch. We're going to bring an enemy to camp so Lenny runs out to help. We're going to hog-tie the enemy and bring him to this tree down here. He needs to be as close as possible so Lenny comes out to help. You want to bring the enemy up to just before this tree and no further. If you move forward anymore, then you'll be forced to untie him, and he'll run. God damn it. Here's where we are on the map. You want to drop him without untying him, then run up to this bush. You can see we have a clear line of sight to where we dropped the enemy. We'll drop a stick of dynamite and ignite it just as the enemy's untying himself. We're just far enough outside camp to use weapons. We're also close to Lenny. That'll help to draw him out. I'll ride out of camp to find an enemy. He won't be an enemy at first, but once I hog-tie him, he'll be real angry. Lenny's still there with the rolling block rifle. Lenny moves around camp, but when he's there, you can get him out with the companion glitch. You want to go find an enemy and bring him in fast before Lenny moves. But before that, we'll get our health down a bit. That's because our health is at maximum now. Our health needs to be low enough to trigger the companion glitch with a single stick of dynamite. That worked well. We want a red health core. Just need a bit more damage. Now we go find our enemy. Say, friend, can you help me with something?
Not so fast. Not so
The people riding horses are good to get. They'll untie themselves and start shooting at you. That's what you need for the companion glitch. You want one on his own so you can catch him without a gunfight. It's better if you don't have witnesses too, but we've got a wagon coming up. Maybe if I ride off quick.
Come on.
Don't worry, nothing to see here. There we go, he thought it was perfectly fine. Damn it. Should have used the mask. Anyway, I'll ride back fast as I can and hope Lenny's still there. Remember, we need to trigger the companion glitch while Lenny's still standing guard. Here's the path into camp. The tree is the thin one straight ahead. I'll get him off the horse and carry him up to the tree. We want to come to just about here and no further. We drop him down and run up to the bush. You can see that Lenny's still there. You can see our enemy down there next to the tree.
Who goes there?
Who do you think? There he is. Now we put down our stick of dynamite. We're going to watch him and let it off just as he unties his feet. Ignited it. He's real angry now. When the companion glitch has worked, you can see people as gray dots on the map. That's Lenny, so we can tell we got him with the companion glitch. To make him come over, set up camp. We should see him running over. A whole lot of people. There he is. When I mount my horse, they'll find some horses and follow. The horses seem to come out of nowhere. Lenny looks like he doesn't have the rifle now, but he'll pull it out if we have a gunfight. Here's some people to fight. Lenny'll put the gun away on the horse, then we'll be able to knock it off the horse. Here's Lenny following us. These fellers will be happy to help. Nice morning. For a gunfight!
Oh, you want to live in a pine box, do you?
Yeah, the pine box, come on.
You can...
Lenny's got the rifle out now.
Hey, no...
He'll put the rifle away on the horse now.
What are you doing?
And the rifle came right off. We just need to go pick it up. There we go. Isn't it a beauty? Now we'll just head down to the gunsmith and get the long scope. This time we got 5 with the companion glitch. You can trigger this anytime you like if you want to bring some of the gang with you. You can also use it to get the rolling block from Hosea at the beginning of Chapter 2. He has it before you hunt the bear. That's a bit easier because Hosea doesn't move around camp. Trouble is, you need to do it before the mission. He doesn't have the rifle later.
Welcome. So, what are you aiming for today?
O'Driscoll's mainly.
Hey, beautiful condition. Keep it up.
Now we
very
finally
pleased
have
with
our
this.
long scope, and we can do Sharpshooter 6. But just a moment. To get this, we needed to blow ourselves up. Isn't there a way to do this without dying? It turns out there is. For that, we need to go back to the beginning of Chapter 2 and go hunt the bear with Hosea. But before that, we're going to need a fire bottle. We can pick up the pamphlet right near camp. We're going to craft it because we can't buy fire bottles yet. Just go down the hill towards the northwest. There's a lockbox in the woods there. It's where the trees are burned out, and next to a ruined wagon. Here it is. There's the pamphlet. Let's see what we need. We've got the animal fat, we just need moonshine. Let's head down to the fence at Rhodes.
Nice to see you again, mister. Got anything good for me by any chance? This'll knock you
Now
out,
we can
boy.
craft it. There we go, now we can start the mission.
Hosea,
You want to go hunting?
what are you hunting?
He handed it right to me.
I wish. No, I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000
Even though I'm
pounds.
holding it in the cutscene, I can't keep it.
You need me to come too.
Nonsense.
It isn't possible to knock him off on the way.
Just-
We need to go to
Hey.
the stable first.
We'll be all right. I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out with.
Now we can knock him off his horse.
Choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Not that much.
Okay.
Trouble is, the horse is invincible. We need to fail and retry the checkpoint. Seriously! What does it take to get wanted in this town? Don't run away! I have committed a crime and wish to confess. That's more like it. Now we can do it.
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that?
We get out the fire bottle first. Not that much. We get ourselves a run-up. Now
With
go!
some good care, you should be. Ain't you like to ride?
Throw the fire bottle in front of the horse. Pick up, pick up, pick up! Menu! Let's look at that again in slow motion. You can see the rifle is on the horse. We need to throw the fire bottle in front of the horse. This is so it doesn't kill our horse or hit Hosea. Either would make us fail before we can get the rifle. Then we need to push right up to the horse as close to the rifle as we can. Constantly try to pick it up. As soon as you get the rifle, go straight to menu. Now go to the graphics menu and run the benchmark tests. That'll get us out of the mission, but keep the item picked up. And that item was the rolling block rifle. We can just quit the benchmark. Now we go to our horse and check our weapons. There you go. We got the rolling block rifle. Now we'll go do Sharpshooter 6. For that, we've come back to Hanging Dog Ranch. This gives us a long range down to some O'Driscolls to shoot. We just need to get close enough that we can see them in the scope. Not quite. A little further. The men at the front are too close. We want someone in the back. There we go. Now we can do all the other sharpshooter challenges. Sharpshooter 7 is 7 headshots. Number 8 is to disarm 3 enemies.
I'm walking away now.
Sharpshooter 9 is to knock off 3 hats and Deadeye. It's tricky in Chapter 2 before upgrading Deadeye, but you can knock off hats using the shotgun from a distance. A good spot is down at Emerald Station. Sharpshooter 10 needs the long scope again. We just need to hit some flying birds. There you go. We managed to get the rolling block rifle early in Chapter 2 and do all the sharpshooter challenges. Now here's a few more attempts. Not that much.
Care, you should be able to make something. With some good. With some good care, you should. No, come on, we're never gonna get there.
Who you trying to scare carrying that?
With some good care, you should be able to.
Ash.